This lesson was recorded in 2020 for my students in Russian and translated with AI so I can make more videos for you. Please support the channel with likes, comments, and subscriptions. New lessons on Patreon. Hi friends! Today we're painting a super cute kitty face. We'll go part by part and really dig into head proportions. What you'll learn here about the muzzle and head works for almost any animal, and even people, because the eye-nose-mouth structure is surprisingly similar. Our angle is close to 3/4. That means a bit of perspective. Things taper as they turn away. Let's block in the nose and mark the eyeline, a simple little cross to orient the features. Notice how the head narrows as it turns. From this angle, we'll see just a sliver of the far side. Check proportions. The relationships around the eyeline are almost symmetrical, but the nose tapers slightly, narrower, then a touch wider. Think a square between the eyes as a spacing guide for the eye area. In perspective, that far side is foreshortened, so we see less of it. Find the nose again. Its center shifts a bit toward us. From the middle, build the cheek as a rounded circle and let the second cheek peek from below on the far side. That's our rough map. We'll refine using these simple axes as reference. No fear, just small steps. Now the eyes. Shape. A long almond, sharpened at both ends, set on a diagonal. Inside, imagine the eyeball as a sphere tucked under the lids. Leave a tiny gap from the lid edge to the ball. That inner wedge is the cat's inner eyelid. Place the sphere in the far eye too. Round the form if it looks too pointy. Keep it soft. The second eye is smaller because of perspective, and the brow ridge plus the nose bridge overlap it a little. Refine the nose. On the near side, we see the plane lift upward. The top line is quite straight. If the nose feels too long, lift it a bit. Adults can have longer noses. Kittens have bigger eyes and shorter, wider noses. In pencil, the face may feel a bit statue-like. No fluff yet. That's normal. First, we nail proportions. Add pupils slightly shifted toward the nose side. Remember, the eye is tilted. Drop in a double highlight shaped to the curve of the eyeball. That confirms the eye is convex. Masking fluid time. We'll reserve whiskers above the brows, some lashes and soft muzzle fluff. If you don't have masking, lightly draw and paint around them, just trickier. Keep lines very thin, smaller drawing, thinner masking lines. Whiskers don't all go in one direction, they cross, some higher, some lower. Add a few upward flicks. Masking is dry. Let's add colour. I'll work wet in wet to place the main colour notes. My base will be ochre and burnt sienna, with a deeper brown for shadows. Careful with black. Better mix your own darks. We'll also use a cool blue-violet and a touch of carmine later. First, wet the muzzle, avoiding the eyes and nose. Drop in clean ochre, then sienna in the shadow side to build warmth and volume. For the nose, I like Indian red. No Indian red. Mix brown with a red. It makes a great nose colour. Shade the far side a bit deeper. Suggest a few tiny pores as dots. Keep the top plane of the nose slightly darker, still wet, so it blends softly. As the sheen fades, start the fur. With a darker, slightly brighter mix, pull strokes in the direction the fur grows. Keep the value subtle. Too bright makes the fur look wiry. If an edge goes too hard, soften it with a damp brush. Keep a tissue handy to lift extra moisture and control blooms. Up top, glaze a pale ultramarine violet. Keep it very light, just a cool hint. For deeper shadows, nudge a little blue into your brown to neutralize. On the nose, use fur strokes to show its round volume. Add tiny upward stripes on the forehead to show bulge and curve. Now bring in cool color carefully. Blue and violet are strong pigments. Dilute well so they don't look synthetic. Add them lightly where you need extra form. Blend the transitions through fur strokes. Those ball and half-ball volumes pop and feel alive. Eyes time. First, wash a bright blue for the iris. Preserve the highlights. Place the pupil, not a solid black. Leave a lighter edge for depth. You can touch a hint of yellow near the pupil if you like. If eyes feel risky, practice one separately first. Rim the eye with a deep dark. Indigo mixed with blue works well. Pull a few soft radial lines into the iris, then strengthen the upper lid shadow. If something bleeds, lift and reshape while it's damp. Let it dry before the next pass. Sunlight or a strong lamp makes the eye glow. Once we remove masking, it will pop even more. Deepen the cast shadow under the upper lid to seat the eye. Paint the eyelid thickness with a warm, reddish brown. It reads as volume. Repeat the process for the second eye, remembering it's smaller and slightly occluded. Time to remove masking. Make sure everything's dry, then rub it off and clean any crumbs with an eraser. Now those reserved hairs may look too stark, too white. With a fine brush, tint some of them lightly, a touch of blue or warm tone. Leave only a few at full white so it feels natural. Paint the hidden rim of the lid where hairs cross over it. Little touches bring it to life. Add lashes where we didn't mask. Short, soft, downward strokes. A few more cool shadows along the muzzle. Extend whiskers across the cheek. Some continue behind the nose into space. If you overdid a spot, blot and glaze over once dry. If a volume feels flat, add a whisper of colour and soften. Want a few splatters for texture but keep the face clean? Cover the muzzle with a mesh or scrap and mist or spatter lightly around it. And here's our kitty. Keep checking proportions. Small tweaks make a big difference. Send me your sketch if you'd like feedback. See you in the next workshops. Bye.